street art scene in Lisbon is just a perfect reflection of how tolerant and culturally diverse this city is. The cool thing about it is that it's heavily influenced by the culture and the history of this great city, but at the same time it has a lot of room for contemporary expressions. So you have everything from graffiti from street art that looks like it's done with the classical Portuguese styles. Then you have things that reflect the history and the culture of the city, for instance the fado. But at the same time you have very surrealistic street art as well, which kind of reflects the modern times. It's just a huge plurality of those different influences, and that's probably what makes it so much more interesting than most people think. There's a really interesting thing going on in Lisbon right now. The street art is being pushed out of the center of the city by the municipality, and the artists are being given places, abandoned warehouses, abandoned buildings where they can paint freely, and those actions are supported by the city hall, by the municipality. And basically the results are beneficial for everybody involved. The artists, for instance, have more time to plan, to prepare for their work, which means that the quality of the work is going to be much higher. The city center stays clean of graffiti, and at the same time, the artists are getting, they don't have the police on their back when they're working, and the end result, of course, is a clean city center, the higher quality of work, and the municipality doesn't need to be bothered by cleaning up the streets all the time, by sending out police forces to try to prevent graffiti artists, because nobody will even bother to paint or to write in the center because they have better places outside. So all in all, abandoned, destroyed buildings get a facelift, and they look much prettier, and in the end everybody can enjoy the final result. Right now there's several urban art, street art projects going on in Lisbon that are financed and supported by City Hall. And as a result, that has produced some really monumental pieces of local artists and as well celebrity street artists from all around the world. For instance, you have in Picoche, there are several mansions which are full 3-4-story buildings painted in just incredible street art. Then produced by the Brazilian twins, the Italian street artist Blue from Bologna. Then of course you have the Wall of Fame in Amoreiras, which is attracting groups, gangs of street artists from all over the world who leave their mark on that wall. Then of course you have the local project, which is called the Blue Wall, that has kind of improved the whole area next to the airport. It's a huge wall with just incredible pieces of work. Of course, then you have basically whole neighborhoods that have been transformed by street art. You have Alcântara, then you have LX Factory, which used to be just an abandoned factory. Now it's this creative environment, just full of art, full of culture. It's incredible. There's so much stuff going on, so much to see. So by joining the street art tour, you won't just get to know the local street artists and their work, and the foreign celebrity street artists that have left their mark in the city of Lisbon. It's also an amazing way to get to know hidden little places, hidden little parts of Lisbon that most people, even locals, never get to see.